Hello to whoever's watching us right now. Welcome to take 3 of a live stream. Right now we got a 1656 switcher going around. Going on a short freight. And we got... Oh, well, okay. ST45. Ooh, nice. What road name? Sorry if I didn't announce. Welcome to live stream take number 3, I guess. Lost count which one this is. Guess we can get this one going. President Frisco. Nice! Can't wait to see how it looks out. Turns out. There we go. Hey, you made it early. Welcome to live stream. We just started about 2 minutes ago. I only have 3 people watching, but I'll keep going. See how far we can get. What's going on now? Hold on. There it goes. That horn works. Yes, ding, ding, ding. This little thing is annoying. It's this tender. Come on. There we go. Only one person? Guess I'm not doing so well. That's good. What is the other side? Fix the zero problem. Hey, thanks. I don't know what happened. Someone came on about 20 seconds in, watched for about 5 seconds and left. And that was it for about a minute and a half. I guess someone's at home busy. I don't blame them though. After all, it's a Saturday night. Hello there. Now we got one person. Welcome to live stream number 3. Nope, wrong one. There. We're going to have... Oh, and nice engines. Those are, if I can remember off the top of my head, 264s, right? Adriatics? Kind of like, where is it? I can't remember where I put it. I had a 2018, it's similar to that one. Except 2036 has magnet traction, if I remember correctly. Let's slow that one down. Can I slow that one? Nope. Good. Yeah, let's change things up a little bit. What's this for? Oh, you have an early version with 2026, sort of like this version. The one has all the fancy handrails and the rear two-wheel rear wheel. I can't remember. Rear truck. As you can see, I'm kind of flustered. Okay, now we wait. Well, we got 4 people now, so I'm doing a little better. Hold on. Whoa. Okay. Stop. You see, doing this one-handed isn't very easily. I'm having to do this. Okay. Nope. And perfect, I did it right. All on the first try. And there it goes. Hopefully not going to crash into something. Or something up on this board. Ooh! We mean PR look like? Mean like one of these, a K4? One hand is pretty hard. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, come on, keep this G-rated. Well, it's not for kids, but... You mean... Never mind. We mean PR engine, you mean one of these, right? K4. I believe what they're called. Yeah. These ones are pretty solid engines. They're pretty strong. This one doesn't have magnet traction, but it can easily pull at least 10 or 15 post-sport cars with no problem. Very... Well, they're probably the hardest engine to take apart, but they're very reliable. If I went cheap, definitely recommend getting it. Well, I'll just hit a tree. Nice. Having a horn battle. Let's see. Pretty powerful, they might. Yeah, I know that some of the early 284 Polar Expresses were pretty weak. The one I have was an early version, and it can probably pull maybe 10 cars max. After that, it starts slowing down. But yeah, almost any post-war engine, especially steam locomotives, are pretty strong. Well, aside from the Scout engines, those are weak. Those, especially when you get into the plastic motor ones, those are pathetic. Let's see. Wait, that's the wrong side. Never mind. I'm getting myself confused just by looking at this. Come on. As easy as can be. Alright. Well, the horn just stopped. Of course, right when I'm trying to film. There it goes. 19 and 20 cars. Wow. Is that with magnet traction? That has to be with 19 or 20 cars. Jesus Christ. I would try doing that, like a 19 or 20 car train, but as you can see, my layout's kind of tiny and I ran out of room. I think I'd have the last car coupled to the front of the engine. It would just make one big long loop of cars. That's not gonna work. You know, maybe I should actually stage derailment or crash. Oh great, now you got the song stuck in my head. Thanks. I'll never forget that. Now of course, okay, come on, faster. There's your boxcar and back. As long as it doesn't derail. I wish I had like a big tripod or something, just stick it in a room right in the middle and stick my camera on that. How about the other back couple to the front, the world's longest train? Yeah, that would be the world's longest train, though. I don't think many railroads have their tracks in a circle, though. Wait, hold on. Can I open the... There, that works. Problem with that is I don't know dry motor, I don't know how to stop that. A dry motor problem? What do you mean like a dry motor? Like it's like a squeal or something, or noise? If it's dry, could be the armature bearing. You can put a little drop of oil and that might solve it, or some grease, they'll quiet it down. Although, in general, AC motored engines are really noisy. Finding one as quiet is pretty rare. Okay, right there. Oh my god, it's really cool. 60 cars. Jeez Louise. Is that the one that's based off of the post-war version? What did they put in that thing? Like a monster motor? I don't think I could even get my 681 to pull that many cars. What did you do? Or what did Williams do? Jeez. Let's see how we're doing. A little faster. Dual motors on full metal production. Dual motors? How'd they get a second motor inside the turbine? No wonder why the thing is so strong. Oh shit. Well, that would have actually stopped, makes the switch sound nothing. Oh, that's a dry bearing problem. That's an easy fix. Actually, if you listen to this engine right now, it's having the same problem. It has like kind of screeching sound. It's the bearings. They're worn out, but for me, it's still fine. It's not going to bother me. It just means it's had a hard life. That's an easy fix, though. It'll probably just a drop of oil, maybe some grease, and I'll get rid of that noise. It'll probably also make it run better, too. Let's see. My plan is to move this train to this loop, and then that train to this loop, all without derailing anything. Let's see how that'll work. Okay, perfect. Move this a little more. Whoa! I almost had a major derailment. Fastest all scale. I mean, there's a record for that? Okay. This one didn't go fast enough. Okay, the guys must have been messed it out. Well, I'll make a trip over there, but I'm kind of far away in Southern California right now. It's like a 3,000 mile trip or something. Maybe if I ever go over there, I'll take a look at their layout. Perfect. Yay! Finally, someone who can watch it. If I did get the 7 miles per hour, their goal. Geez, for model train, that's pretty fast. 7 or 10 miles per hour. You know what we could do? Get a cheap Marx motor, one of those single reduction motors. That thing will fly like a rocket. That'll break the sound barrier. There, now it's happy. And the horn just went out. What happened? Yeah, I wish it was more popular. When I went to a train show many years ago, at least 8 or 10 years ago, they had an exhibit on display that had about 300-foot long piece of track, and they were racing trains on that, just like that. And I was there watching them. They would take a bunch of like beat up Marx engines, cheap Lionel engines, and try to race them as fast as they could. And those things went fast. Some people would modify them, try to add like battery backup or something to get it more voltage. That thing's crazy. My nose. Well, if you have one of those things, that's automatically worth like the price of a car. If you're ever lucky enough to find one, you're a lucky son of a gun. That's all I can say. Those are pretty rare too. A lot of them were destroyed by zinc pests. There's also a big problem with. Oh. You know, if I ever see it again, I'll bring this locomotive because this one flies even at like 8 volts. I think Lionel was trying to make him rockets. Or you know what? Any Marx engine will fly. Like a 490 or something. One of those ones with single reduction motors. Funny thing is, though, my 2026 isn't very fast. It's actually kind of slow. Well, compared to like this or here, a 1656. I mean, it's not fast like Marx fast, but slower. Speaking of slow, but slower than say like a diesel engine. Let's see. We got a 1060. I've heard of a 1060. It's a Scout engine, right? I don't have one. I usually avoid the plastic motored engines. They aren't very reliable engines. They're prone to run a custom. Ah, good idea. It's right here. This little guy. My Marx Monster, as I like to call it. Let's see, what engine can I swap that one with? Probably this one. This one's been running for a while. This one I can probably swap with here. That's when I want to buy a bunch of stuff. You know what you can do is buy a bunch of cheap tin plate track. I have a bunch under the table. You probably can't see it. Right here, there's like 8 or 10 3 or 4 foot long sections of track. Very long straight sections. In fact, I have several times. There's this one right here. This was a 2472. It didn't have a light. I added a light inside of it, added a pickup roller, added frosted widow inserts, and now it lights up. Now if I can demo it, let's move this. And there we go. I think someone posted a comment, I missed it. Shoot. And I just ruined the caboose. Let's see. Do they need the added pickups? They do if you want power from center rail. They need a power from center rail to the light bulb and then back to ground or common at rail. Otherwise, I won't illuminate. That's kind of a secret to it. It's pretty easy to add a light. Oh, 1061 Lionel Scout. 1061, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's either an 040 or a 242, right? Long way. Just gonna crash right into, yep. Just, nope, no whistle there. There we go. See, here's the rocket. If I would go fast enough, it would fly off the track onto the floor and then be in pieces. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I was gonna add the Marks engine. How can I do that? Where are the Pensy? Funny thing you asked that. I was actually trying. I'm currently, or been for about a year or so, on the lookout for one of those. The 060 switches, or switchers. I mean, they're fairly rare. They're also very expensive. Well, what I'm planning on hopefully doing is buying a cheap 040, like a 1656 or 1615. And then shoving a six motored engine inside of it. I've heard or seen conversions before and it works. I've always thought about trying that out. Meant forward. Wait, me and forward is... We lost it. Oh, darn. And if it kept it, that was worth a great big fortune. My guess is probably either it was annoying, which it can be annoying. You can turn it off though, but most people don't know that. But two, which is probably the most likely reason, is they were expensive, they were costly. There was extra parts I had to put inside a tender. And I don't know, probably just cost reduction, my guess. It is a nice feature though. It's probably one of the nicest 027 engines they made. Well, next to the Hudson's maybe, but it's a pretty good engine. Except they never go cheap. They're always overpriced. Let me see. How can I do this one-handed? Let's look at line 203. Oh, dang, you're lucky. I've been looking for a 203 for a long time, and they're never cheap. They're doing 3D printing. I don't, but I wish I do. I wish I had a 3D printer, because I would do a lot with it. I would make tons of stuff. You can do a lot more parts than usual. That's my guess, is I wish I could open the tender up, but inside here it's a mess. There's a solenoid inside there, and a bimetallic relay that triggers the solenoid to go off on and make the ringing noise. There's probably too many parts, and Lionel just said, hey, save some money, don't put it in there. Okay, back to getting my Marks engine. Window switchers to make sure cars. I know, if you ever find one, post a video, because there's not many videos already on YouTube of even the 203s, 201s. There's tons of videos of the post-war ones, but never the pre-war switchers. You know what? Hold on. Me once, not hit the 70 thing. Yeah, I know what you mean. When it that was a period of, hey, let's not even put side rods on a locomotive. All we need is connecting rods. We're done. Mine was $119. You know how good of a deal that is? Those things go for like $200, even if they're broken, or even not even have a tender. What do you mean, rip your wallet? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? That was like a deal of a century for one of those things. Okay, stand by. Alright, we're back. Here's the Marks Monster. Let's well, let's not knock over things. Let's. Okay, still works. Perfect. There we go. One guy that have an accessory tune. Shoot. Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. Problem is I have so many trains that I've been using these tracks for storage. I haven't been able to use them. There's a, remember, there's a stock car loader, log loader, coal loader, another log loader, the 1940s Madisons. I have some reproduction ones, or Williams, not the originals though. The originals are worth pretty ton. You know, if you bought a 2026 for $51, that's a really good deal. Any Lionel engine for less than 50 or below is a really good deal. So yeah, someday I think, am I good here? I can't remember off the top of my head if I have done a video using accessories, but I think I did in the past. This one, the log loader right here, has a kind of a funny story. It's long, but maybe I'll put it in another video or something. About trying to sneak in at Disneyland carrying that thing. Yeah, fun time. This is O scale. It's O scale or O gauge. It's well, pretty much almost all post-war from the 40s, 50s, 60s. All pretty old, all original, fixed up. All running, very noisy. Drawbridge. My God, that thing is so loud. I saw one in person in a train show. It is like a chainsaw. They are noisy. Well, so is this log loader right here. If I can do it, it almost sounds like a mini chainsaw. And why isn't it working? Oh, because I have too many trains running. That's why. Hi, Alice. Welcome to test three of the train. Because they're playing in the same room. It currently isn't. I forgot about that. I was thinking of maybe just putting it on this chair right here and just having it play music in the background, although we get a copyright strike, but oh well. Maybe next time. I keep forgetting about that. Let's see, how is the 1656 doing? No, it's not too hot. Still good. What time is it? Well, currently here in Southern California, according to this Lionel clock, it's almost 9 o'clock. You're somewhere in the clear. If you're in the clear, I'm in the confusion. It's about 9 o'clock here in Southern California. Actually, I think we have a curfew here in California now. It's at 8 o'clock. Log loader is more like a toy chainsaw. Yeah, I had a friend here once. I came over and saw this thing. He asked me, "Is that thing powered by gasoline?" I said, "No, it's just electric." And he goes, "Well, why is it so noisy?" Here, let me stop the inner loop, and let me stop all of them. I've in Georgia, it's 11:48. Oh, that's right. You're 3 hours ahead. Yeah, you hear that? That's the gasoline motor. I mean electric. If I log with a $125 isn't too bad. I've seen in the past for about $200 restored. This one was $40, but it was broken, but it was an easy fix. The staves in the back were bent. Just straighten them out. And the base, you can't really see, it's on the other side. It has a bad crack in it, but it's not, it still works. Everything about it works. So I guess $40 wasn't bad. And yes, that's a Santa Fe right here. They don't hit anything. It has a horn. Everything, logs, remote, lights. Damn. Someone must have done a good job restoring that. This one is, it looks really faded. Someone, because I think, I forgot what year these are from, like 1945, 1950, I believe. They look very pre-war, very template-ish. So we try to... Oh, nice. Actual suspension. Must have been a very high-pitched horn. Do you have any homemade pre-war accessories? I don't. I used to have a couple of homemade buildings on here made from cardboard. Let's see, where they go. There's... Hold on. There's one right here. Yeah, that's cardboard. And there's another one right there. Those ones were homemade. They used to be right here in the little town center area. But I put a Plasticville bank and a supermarket there instead. They just work better. Yeah, they're not my best effort, but I made them from a cereal box. It took about 6 hours to make each one. But hey, all right. The handrail just came off. Okay. Well, this is a live stream, so anything can happen. Now what do I do? No, wrong one. Hold on. Yeah, oof is a big oof. Here, look, watch the bridge for a little bit. Alright, I'm back. How to move that one. What can I do? Closer pre-war boxes on the line. I find I don't have many boxes for most of my trains. Most of my ones I buy are used without the box. They're super cheap. Like, this one was $5. This one was... Actually, this one's only $3. This one was $5, but it's without the box, which to me, the box isn't really necessary. I'm not a collector. I'm more of an operator. But, wrong one. Let me get, why isn't the switch working? Hi, welcome. Welcome to take 3 of this live stream. You just missed one of the engines went around this inner loop and lost a handrail. It almost had a derailment or catastrophe. Let me get this. Nope, that's not gonna work. There. Let's pull up that one. Wrong one. This takes 2 hands to do all this. Is this gonna work? Yep. Okay, there we go. There's our replacement engine for now. Ever since possible, on the best. Oh, was that like an original? Who was either Marks or Lionel? They had dealer displays with cars that would actually move on a belt like that. I wonder if that was from that layout, or was the impression they were moving? I love those layouts. They're just very jam-packed of action. They look very, very, very 50s-ish. I try to do that here, except, I don't know, man. If you have a photo, I would love to see a photo of how they did that. I mean, if I could figure out how to reverse engineer and do it, I would have it from here to here and have cars go everywhere. That would mean tearing everything up, but hey, that'd be worth it. What? Oh yes, you do remember that one. That was the one I made from parts. Actually, I found the right light bulb for it. Now it doesn't run so bright. Found an old video that showed upper track. Ah, you actually remembered that. It was the outer loop, this one. It went up in the back, over a mountain right here. Then it was elevated from here to here. It went, this track originally went over here and underneath this track and went connected right here. And the problem with that one was the downhill grade from here to here. It was about a 5% downgrade, and the trains would fly down and derail on this curve right here. And I had tons of accidents going downhill. And eventually I figured out I could lower the outer track and just did that. I haven't had any derailments ever since. And actually there's still a switch left over from descent and then ascent cut. That was for ascending the grade and descending the grade. Boom. Yeah, I had a 242 engine going on this downgrade right here, and it hit a screw right here and it flew off the track and landed on the floor. That was not a great day. But I wish I caught on camera. That would have made a great accident. Oh no, it actually didn't break. It being a Lionel, it just it put it right back on the track and away it ran. It had no problem at all. So it's a Lionel. These things are indestructible. You can't break them unless you blow them up like Gomez Adams. So what we do now is move that one the outer and hopefully not rear end it. That's gonna work. Smack. There we go. After doing this so many tries, I'm actually used to this. First, I thought your fingers with two. It is a 442. In fact, where is it? Hold on. I think I have it out. Here. It's right here. It's this one. It is a 442. And the shell was from a modern era engine. The motor is from an MPC engine. And the trailing truck is from a post-war engine. And the unit from a Marx. So yeah, it's basically built from junk. And it works. If I can just put it right here. It actually runs very quietly, and it's an AC motored engine. But the unit inside is Marx, the motor's Lionel, everything else is just mismatch. We can see the headlight isn't as bright as it used to be. It's a little bit dimmer. That one I put the wrong bulb in, it got too bright. There we go. Hold on a minute. Now I'm back. Huh. I don't know. Some of your messages have been popping up, and about 2 seconds later, they automatically disappear, and I haven't had a chance to read them. If you can retype that, yeah, promoting. And gentlemen, which is your favorite locomotive? That is a really good question because I have no idea. I would say I would probably narrow it down to either this engine or a 221 or the 2343, the F3. Either three of those. Those are probably my favorite. They're just really high quality, durable engines, especially the Santa Fe. That one's gone through hell and back and it's still alive. I can't imagine, I can't believe that. Well, here's my question: what's your favorite locomotive, or one you would love to have? For any, if you could have any locomotive, which one would it be? Many locomotives. Yeah, I would love it. I would, if I was given an option, I would choose it too. Even if it's like, well, it's not direct to me, but I got me everything I wanted. Well, you're lucky. Good. You're very, very lucky. There's still like maybe one or two locomotives I've been trying to get for years, and I just still never really had a chance. Like K4 locomotive, I definitely recommend one of those. I just want a pre-war 259 set. I'm good. Ooh, which one is that? Is that a steamer? A 259? I'm not a very good pre-war person. All I know is the switchers and the torpedoes, and that's it. It's a steamer. Which what type? Like oh, I can't remember. They made a lot of 262. That's all I know. A 240. Oh, a template one. Oh, now I know. Well, that was interesting. Holy crap. In case you weren't wondering what happened, I just knocked this over and the train, the Santa Fe engine almost ran over it. That would have been interesting. Oh, nice. If they ever find one of those template engines, definitely post a video of it. Those ones are beautiful. Of course, they go for a pretty penny. Oh, shoot. That only a couple of years ago? He really didn't know it was, he didn't really think a line will be, he didn't realize it would be worth that much or pretty valuable or interesting? Darn. That's a bummer. If only I could go back in time and tell him, hey, wait, no, don't give it away. Give it to me. I would treasure it and fix it up. That's really sad. Well, is this one going out of tune now? Maybe not. I'm gonna give it a break. It's over 60 years old. I give it to my aunt, but she doesn't like trains, and give it to my little cousin who's. Darn! Why didn't he give it? Why did he give it to you? Surely he would have known that you're into the hobby. He would realize the importance of it. The Eric's boxcar? Well, I don't really know much about it, other than Eric's was a fishing reel company that Lionel owned. They would put it on several of their products. It's actually right here. There it is, Eric's. And that's all I know. But I guess what you can do is for 259E, always check, I guess it just always check. Give me 20 trains I can't. Oh. They gave you 20 trains. Jeez, you're lucky. Yeah, I guess I can't blame. I wouldn't blame him either if you try to give the other family one. Just I wish you realized that they didn't really care and they didn't want it. That kind of sucks. If only he would have given it to you, he would have known that we would have kept it and treasured it. Whereas the other family would just sell it. I know how that feels. Now how you said that JC was changed. You name all the NPC. Well, not all NPC is bad. I mean, a lot of NPC is pretty good. Like this locomotive, the GP9s, GP7s are pretty good. The AP5s. The 2-4s, the can't remember what it's called. Fallen Flag series. I think I just had a derailment or something. There we go. Something just overheated. The Fallen Flags locomotives are pretty good. My favorite trains I have is from the Brothers River 2. What was I say? Oh, the chassis on here. Hold on. And the 442 locomotives are pretty good. Those are darn almost bulletproof. You can't destroy those little things. They'll last forever. Okay, perfect. This works out. Everything from the B&O Bug Cars to the Blue Comet. Yes, those ones are really high quality. Everything else is like 027 cheap sets. But what I meant by the chassis was this one right here has arch bar trucks. The one that you had AAR trucks, which is like this. These ones are AAR. The Eric's boxcar came with arch bar. And the chassis between these are interchangeable. You can swap this with this one, which might have happened. Maybe the chassis, the one on this one broke, so they put a chassis from this car into that one. Long story, but you can do videos soon, kind of thing. Stories. Oh, nice! I would love to watch that. They really, you know what? They gave me an idea to do that too. I had a family relative, a cousin, who put a drop in. I don't know if he'll be here. I had a family relative that gave me several boxes of post-sport trains. Like this, a couple of these cars, these green cars, those are his. The Santa Fe engines were, and if I can get it, that 10-plate engine right there, that was, he got that in 1931. And there's a long backstory to that one too, and it's kind of hard to explain. Maybe I'll put that in another video. But that's a great idea. If you stream long enough, yes. I don't know. It's been almost an hour on here, and I might just give it a break. I'm gotten tired of standing here in place and get us a grip of a horse to the street line door and put his horse. Wow, that's a street trackage running in front of his house? Where was this? What kind of house? Can I have his house? I would be out there on my front porch all day just rail fanning. I wouldn't have to go anywhere. I have contacts with him. Ah, well, he might not. Arkansas, Hope, Arkansas. That's not by nearby Wynne, Arkansas, is it? Tracks are still there. Hope, Arkansas. I have family from Wynne, Arkansas. I don't know if that's nearby, but they had street trackage in that city too. How close is? Yeah, I don't know either. I'll have to look on a map. I don't have the map, or I don't have a map on me right now, but I'll have to check. But yeah, there's not many street trackers left out here. Choo choo, yeah, choo choo. Here you go. Out here in Southern California, there's very, very rarely street trackage. There's only one I know of is in Anaheim and Colton, and that's it. My grandfather still has a pre-war train system. Oh yeah, it's a Commodore Vanderbilt. Lucky. That's a nice engine. How's the European Pacific doing? It's currently out of service. Right now we have this engine, which the horn works. Well, it was working. Now it's starting to tune out. Just as you got in. I think you jinxed it. Bellingham would be my go-to if I was a New York Central buff. I know New York is really far away from me, but I still collect New York Central stuff. Like this engine, the 221. It's like 3,000 miles away from where I live, but I still love it. I still collect it. Almost because Postwar Lionel was obsessed with Pennsylvania and New York Central Railroad. Rarely do you ever get Santa Fe or anything else. My personal gauge, European Pacific. Whoa. Tubular track. Well, that's what this is all tubular. Shoot. There it goes. Yeah. Tubular track's pretty reliable, just as long as you don't bend it up. Hey, thanks for checking what you feel. Hey, no problem. I like that. I like that you posted that video of all your the trains in your roster. I would have do that, but I think it would take hours, if not days, to do each and every locomotive, car, piece of equipment. Maybe I should do that. Do like a series. Sounds like a good idea. If I ever have the free time, I will. Which, you know, which might help out because there's some cars I had that I can't remember where I even put them or where they went. For 2000. You know, I was almost gonna do it for 1,000, and then with college and everything, I didn't have time. All I had time for was that whichever video I did, the Crazy Consist or something. That was all the time I had on hand. If I had more time, I'd have done everything. All of this, all of these, all of these ones. Maybe someday. And there's also a box of Mark's templates somewhere. Super Streets. The K-Line one? Maybe if I don't know that something will catch on fire. Oh, phooey, it won't catch on fire. I've had enough sparks from derailments on this to create a 4th of July fireworks show. And it's still here, it's not on fire. Just, I burnt some things by accident, but they're not on fire. Yes, the worst one was, I had a gang car and it derailed right here somewhere. And somehow I think it actually charred the telephone pole because of all the sparks. I don't know if it was this one or one I replaced with, but the telephone pole was black. Well, the lower half was black. It charred it so bad. Gotta watch SNL. Oh shoot. You're right, it's on right now. Yeah, I might tune in that too. Get my mind off of this coronavirus stuff. That's gone crazy. Chapter 2, expecting to fall apart. God, that was one reason why I got rid of HO. The track would fall apart after about 5 times of going around a loop. That and the trains would stall, even if it had the slightest amount of dirt on the track. You had to constantly clean the track, make sure the wheels are on the track. It was a nuisance. That's why I'm an O scale. They can take an abuse and keep going on. Great powertrains. Who makes that one? Or what are those ones from? I thought about that too, having like a small S-gauge loop somewhere, like an elevated track or nearby. But I've never seen one cheap, and around my area where I live, it's always lying out. Very rarely do you ever see American Flyer. I don't know if it was that popular out here. I guess everyone either wanted Marks or Lionel. It's plastic runability batteries. I am not familiar with that type. Maybe if I Google it, I'll see. I'll have to look that up. Great Train something. Okay, alright. Don't really know what it's for. Press Menace, you know. Well, you know, I just realized it's like 9:30 here right now, and I've been on an hour. I might close this up soon. Everyone's expensive right into doing stuff. Yeah, American Flyer. I don't know if they're not as common as Lionel, but they can go for a lot more money, especially the cheaper stuff. Like that one of the last sets they made, the all aboard panel, whatever it's called. Those ones are pretty valuable or collectible, even though they're really cheaply built. Western Melon engine. Well, you know what? It probably has a better horn than whatever this is, which is a bicycle horn. It's not even close. Oops. Yeah. Great job, Lionel. For $90, did it sell for that, or did it bid up to like $500? That's pretty cheap for $90. Even for a Lionel set, that's low. Unless there's something wrong with it. $90. Jeez, if I had $90, I'd probably grab it. Buy now. Someone was probably trying to get rid of it in a hurry. Or probably bought it like at a thrift store at a estate sale cheap and just wanted to get easy money. Darn. Somebody got a good deal on that one. Well, since it's been an hour so far, I think I might end this pretty soon. My arm's getting kind of tired of holding the camera in place. So for the 4 people still watching, consoles itself for like fun. $1,000? Don't you mean 10,000? I think there was actually an episode they had I'm going off topic. They had a pre-war Lionel set on there once, a standard gauge set. They got it for $1,500 or $1,200 or something. They actually had one. They set up the track in the back of the back room. They had it going around. I can't remember what set it was. It was one of those New York Central Electric locomotives, one of those types. But anyways, I think I'll be ending this pretty soon. So the 4 people still watching, thank you for sticking with me the whole time and listening to my mumbling, ranting and stuff. So see you all in the next stream.